And let's just go across now live to, well, the man who's in the hot seat, not anymore, but former Civil Aviation Minister Praful Patel, who of course was in charge during that period, the controversial period mentioned by the Comptroller, Auditor General. Mr. Patel, thank you for joining me. The first question, perhaps on the most controversial point which CAG has raised, why did the government act with such speed in finally approving the buying of aircraft, much more than what was needed according to CAG? CAG points out that approval was given by the government on the 30th of December. The contract was signed that same evening. Suspect speed, as CAG says. What's your response, sir?
I think it's quite laughable. This whole process started somewhere in August of 2004 and ended on 30th of December 2005. It's almost 17 months. So I don't know what is known as speedy process. If 17 months is very speedy, then we should have to redefine what is the time any government process should take. And also the same CAG report, which I have right in front of me, is also talking about the delays in the acquisition which are not acceptable in the case of any commercial entity. And in fact, they have castigated the government for not taking decisions on time.
Yes.
And in fact, I can read the line: such an unduly delayed acquisition process is deleterious for the financial health of a commercial airline. So in fact, if anything should be audited, is that why 20 years planes were not bought for Air India or
I take that point,
because,
Mr. Patel.
Because that is the reason
yes.
why they lost market share, why they lost customer preference, and
yes.
they also lost a lot of money.
No, I take that point, Mr. Patel, that the CAG has also criticized delay that happened much before you were Civil Aviation Minister, but one doesn't justify the other. On the one hand, there's an inordinate delay, and on the other hand, there is speed. You've quoted 17 months, but the fact is that the actual final process of the CCA, the EGOM, all happened remarkably fast, and the actual signing, the final approval that came from the government and the signing of the contract was on the same day. Now, the former Civil Aviation Minister Rajiv Pratap Rudy has said this is a huge scam. He's quoted the cost is over 70,000 crores. He said it's a scam. He says it's a clear case of corruption.
Well, I can tell you one thing, that if anybody saw the entire process, I'm sure that some unique factors also were incorporated in this process to make sure that it is the most transparent acquisition ever. Not only the due processes within the airline, within the ministry. In fact, we wrote to the Prime Minister's office, who in turn gave us an oversight committee headed by a former CAG and a former CVC. Both, he was Mr. C.G. Somaya, and he oversaw the entire process along with the Secretary Expenditure then. And after they gave the process moved forward, after they checked the whole thing, the ministry wrote in May 2005 to the then CAG yes. and to the then CBC that such large acquisitions usually get questioned in hindsight over a period of time. And we are sending the entire set of documents as appraised and approved by the Air India board, including their financial evaluation, right. to you to please have a look and let us know what to do in the matter. Mm-hmm. The then CAG, CVC never... No, listen, let me
yes.
complete. They did not respond. After that, when the whole process moved forward, it went through, of course, the PIB, the Planning Commission and whatnot, and then it went to CCEA. And CCA in turn appointed an empowered group of ministers to further negotiate with the aircraft manufacturers. And that's why this entire process ended on 30th of December 2005. Mm-hmm. And the price offers were valid until 31st December 2005.
Right.
And that is why there was no haste. Only thing is that after the due approval came all the way from the top, then only since it was the 30th of December, it was entered into the same day.
Right,
so there's nothing sensational about it. There's nothing speeded up about it.
Right.
And 17 months. In fact, the CAG's own report, again, the same report you and me are referring to,
yes.
and it's right in front, says that from 1996 till 2004, nothing moved in the government as far as acquisition of the planes was concerned. It just kept on going in fits and starts. That's what the word used by the CAG. Certainly we were not there at that time.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone, fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.